Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to install the GTA 3 reverse engineered files into our original and unmodified GTA 3 game. First things first, we need an unmodified clean installation of GTA 3. This is an original version of GTA 3 and is unmodified. Let's start it out just to see. Converting textures to optimal format for your video card. There's a cutscene, let's skip it.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
This is GTA 3 without any modifications, without any fixes. So this is how it might look like. Now let's look at the reverse engineered files. This is GTA 3's reverse engineered files. Sometimes they are called Re3 or Re3. So here we can see several files, several folders, sorry. So this one has AMD64, this one has x86, this is Apple, and this one is Linux. Since I'm using an Intel CPU in my computer, I'm going to select this folder right here, and this one is the x86, which is referring to Intel CPUs. So let's open it. To install the reverse engineered files, which is these things right here, these are the files. All you've got to do is select this one, left click, and then press shift, go down, press shift and select the last file. You can either extract it to your GTA 3 folder, or you can just do as I do right here, just drag it here into the game folder. To replace the files in the destination, voila, you're done with the installation of GTA 3 reverse engineered. Once you have done that, make sure to run the game using this executable right here, which is called re3.exe. Don't use the old one. The old one will load the old game, but Re3 will load the reverse engineered and fixed game. And now here we are in GTA 3 reverse engineered. So basically what this reverse engineered files do is they fix some issues with the original game. Now let's just start the game, shall we? And it will convert the textures again, just a routine thing.
I know a place on the edge of the red.
Okay, we can go to the pause menu now, and there's a big difference already. Right here you can see there's something called map, and when you open it, it shows you the whole map of Liberty City from GTA 3. This is not available in the original game without any modifications whatsoever. This is only available in the reverse engineered files. So this is really positive thing. Besides that, you can also set your waypoint, and also if you go to options, you have several options. You go to controller setup, and reverse engineered files adds support to your gamepad. All your modern gamepads, it is fully supported in this version. So when you go to gamepad settings, for example, you can choose your gamepad type. For example, I'm using a controller with gamepad with Xbox One layout, so I use this option. This is the default option, by the way, but you can choose any gamepad type that you are using. For example, if you're using a PS2 controller, you got a DualShock 2. You also have DualShock 3, DualShock 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. That is a lot of gamepad options, and as we all know, not many people have the same gamepad, so this is a very handy, very convenient feature. Besides all that, we can also detect the joystick. Mine is already detected. And now let's go to display settings. Now display settings is also changed. It's not the same as the original one. Here we have lesser options. Cutscene borders, you can either turn it on or off. I would like to put it to off. Free cam, which makes it so that it becomes similar to the cam in San Andreas. Subtitles are turned on. You can also adjust the draw distance and brightness, which are things that are usually available. And then we got something new, which is graphics setup. graphic setup introduces you to a lot of new stuff. You can change, of course, some of the things from the display setup from the old game is brought into graphic setup, which makes total sense since this is something to do with the graphics of the game. You can choose, like for example, you can change the settings here. I change. You can also change the usage of the map memory. You can change the color filter, simple, normal or mobile, or none. Motion blur can also be toggled on or off. Vehicle pipeline, there is matte effects, which is basically the PS2 vehicles, and we also have Neo, which is the Xbox vehicle pipeline. I prefer the matte FX personally, and you can also toggle some settings, and this one is mostly related to Xbox graphic setting, which because the Xbox version of the game is graphically superior sometimes, so the features are implemented via the reverse engineered files, so that is something very interesting. Now let's start the game, shall we? Oh, before that I forgot the language setup. You have a lot of languages to choose from: English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Polish, Russian, and Japanese. Of course, it is not very perfect, but it gets the job done. You got the usual player skins. Oh, the game crashed. There might be some issues. It doesn't happen often, so let's just start the game again. And also, I forgot to mention that you can change the game so that it plays either full screen or windowed. Let's change it to windowed, and there you go. You're now able to play GTA 3 on windowed mode. And you don't have to install individual mods one by one, because this reverse engineered files, they have everything, almost everything covered, and they put it in one very easy to install package, and voila, you get to enjoy GTA 3, enjoy a lot more with this reverse engineered files. It is going to make some difference. Let's change it a little bit, and yes, you can also change the resolution in windowed mode, which is a very nice feature, or you can also maximize it like that. Let's start a new game, and yep.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
So this is it, and just now, last time I checked, we were not able to the game crashed last time, but this time let's see if it crashes or not. And see, we can now, after the game has started, we go to the pause menu and we go to the map. We can actually set our waypoint, which is like similar to San Andreas, where you can set your waypoints or target location and stuff. And here we go. This is for how it looks like with FreeCam installed. I mean activated FreeCam. So it looks like that. You can move this way. That he doesn't strafe anymore.
This is Hit Radio Love Media Station, just one of 900 radio stations, 300 TV stations, 4 networks, 3 satellites, 10 senators. Hit Radio.
So far from my experience, the game is very stable. Gotta say that it's very stable and it feels good to play it like this. It feels like the game is fixed for modern computers, modern hardware. It works just fine. You can hear something from this restaurant. Very nice music. Can you hear it? When I turn off the frame limiter, it is capped to 60 frames, which is just nice, and it is running pretty smooth for most part. So basically, these reverse engineered files, they fix several issues with the original game, and they put all the fixes into one package, which is easy to install, and everybody can install it with not much problems, because it is a very easy installation and it is really convenient and really recommended for you to install this reverse engine files.
I know this guy. He's connected. His name is
Game runs pretty well, and I guess that is all the time that we have, and I hope that you are able to understand the installation procedure. I apologize if I made some mistakes, and please do correct me if I'm wrong. So see you next time and enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.